Assalamu alaikum, this is Maryam and welcome to your safe space, words and ways. Well, tonight it's just gonna be a mini podcast. This is something that I had in mind for quite a long time and I wanted to talk about it, which is the paradox of choice. Okay, first خليني نقولكم باللي this is gonna be a bilingual video. It's gonna be a little bit of Arabic, يعني دارجة, and a little bit of English, and this is just to make it easier for you and more natural, and to make it easier for those who aren't very advanced in English. So it's gonna be just a cozy talk, quality time that we spend with each other. Anyways, let's talk about the paradox of choice, which is quite a dilemma, for me, because I've always been fond of a lot of things. I've always wanted to do a lot of things, learn a lot of things, be a lot of things, which is quite hard sometimes because this is life. This is not a movie where you can do, no, this is, oh my goodness, this is so dark. No. Okay, I take it back. My bad. No, it's actually, life can be better than a movie actually. If you really want it to, if you really know what you want. For me, I've never reached that point when I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be this, and and full stop. I've always wanted more, learn more, have more, be more. I don't know if it's my perfectionist side, or I don't know if it's just I don't know. Is it a disorder? Is it something normal? I'm not here to talk about these things because I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychology scholar, so I'm just gonna keep it simple for me and for you guys, because as I said, this is just a cozy, just a regular conversation between me and you, basically just me talking and you listening. But okay, we have the comment section where you can say anything you want and anything you like, any arguments, any comment on this podcast. You're very welcome and very open to read what you think about this, or if you do have this dilemma as I do. Anyways, I think what disturbs me the most is, I think they call it the analysis paralysis. When you have too many things to choose from and you can't choose because you get stuck, and you get this mental fog, and you become indecisive because there is so much to choose from, but you can't. So it's like, it feels like you're paralyzed. But anyways, I feel like I've recently discovered a solution for this. Yay! First, let me say this out loud. It is okay to have more than one passion, and that you want to have more than, for example, one profession, just like me. But sometimes as a human being and in this economy, you just can't. And that's also totally fine, because you're not a failure. You didn't give up. It's just life. What you can do about it is be clever. How can we be clever, you may ask? Well, instead of trying to do all the things at once, like 3 different professions, or learning 3 different languages, or learning 3 different or 4 different, skills, try to categorize them and group them based on their importance and doability. Are they doable? Are they very important? You have to prioritize the things that, feel more important to you. And this is actually a very clever way to do everything you want, but without burning out, without feeling the burden of being, a lifelong learner as me, because trust me, it can be very overwhelming. So yes, that's one one way of solving this problem. That's one solution. It doesn't really require that much of work, but it requires its strategy. Instead of giving up on the things you love, you're just gonna do them in a different way. For example, you're not gonna do them everything at once, at one time, So yeah, as I said, this is one way of solving this dilemma, one may say. I do remember that I said at the beginning of this, podcast that it's going to be a bilingual podcast. And I think I got carried away. Anyways, to be fair, يعني summary تاع واش كاع حكيت دروك هو انه نورمال تكون تبغيو بزاف صوالح، خاطر حنا بني ادم، يعني ما نقدروش نحصروا عقلنا ولا نحصروا رواحنا في حاجه واحده. يعني يكذب عليك اللي يقول لك you can just do one thing or you can just be one thing, no. بالعكس I feel like it's quite the opposite. العكس، على خاطرش بنادم يتبدل حسب الظروف، وتاني مش شخصية الإنسان وتتبدل ممكن سواء نحو الأسوأ ولا نحو الأحسن، ما يهمناش. الإنسان شحال ما يكبر sorry my voice cracked. Anyways, it cracked again. One moment. test. Sorry, my voice sounds very, rusty and dusty. Anyways, شو كنت نقول؟ اوكي، حنا كبني ادم عايشين في المجتمع تاعنا، وتقريبا في كاع المجتمعات نحسبوا باللي الانسان صاي عندها دفوا، يعني الدنيا تفرض عليك هذا الشيء، وسورتو الانسان كي يكبر يوليو عنده مسؤوليات، خاصه دخل مادي مستقر، وهذا شيء عادي تاني. خاطر كاين بزاف ناس كانوا عندهم طموحات ومازال عندهم طموحات ولا احلام، تلقاهم بعدوا على كاع داكشي اللي كانوا يبغيوه وداروا حاجه كاع خلاف. وهذا لا يعني انهم استسلموا، يعني قاسوا هذاك الدريم تاعهم ولا هذاك الحلم تاعهم فرابوا بار اعزكم الله، ولكن كانوا عقلانيين. بصح الكليفر people, only the clever people, they can resume اي حاجه كانوا باغيينها once they feel prepared. مثلا نقولوا باللي انسان عنده حلم ما يقدش يحققه على خاطرش ماديا غير مستقر، نقولوا يدير خدمه، يخدم في حكومه ولا في بريفي ولا ما يهمش، خدمه اللي بصح يقدر يكون يخدمها، يعني يكون كابابل يخدمها، يعني يقدر بمرور سنوات قليله، ماشي شرط سنوات تكون كثيره، إلى منصب ولا شوف كيفاش يدير ويبدي البروجي تاعه الخاص. يقدر، هي c'est vrai it's a very difficult thing to balance between your professional job and your personal business، بصح ماشي حاجة مستحيلة، يعني باش توازن ما بين الخدمة نتاعك يعني البيزنس تاعك، ماشي حاجة مستحيلة، هي حاجة واعرة نعم، لكن ماشي حاجة مستحيلة، بصح feasible، يعني it's doable. So هذه الشيء اللي نقوله، يعني وانا هذا الشيء ما كاش عندي هاد الخطره عاده، يعني lately I've developed this mindset باللي هذه دنيا وما نحصروش روحنا. ديفوا مام الحلم تاعك، ديفوا تلقى روحك حصرت روحك في الحلم تاعك، يعني انا بلا هذا الحلم ولا هذا الطموح ولا هذا الشغف ما نسوى حاجه، نو راك غلط ولا راكي غلطه. ما يكون عندكم احساس، يعني ما يكون عندكم عفوا حلم وتكونوا شغوفين به وكاع صوالح، لكن في واحد الوقت تتخلوا عليه مؤقتا باش ديروا حاجه واحده اخرى، نورمال راكم you're being reasonable, you're being logical, you're being human beings، وهذه الحياه. بالعكس الانسان هنا فين يعرف روحه بلي راه ناضج. دي فوا كي تعرف على قلبك باش دير الحاجه الصح، انا بور موا احسن من انك ترمي كلش على جال باش تحقق دريم تاعك. when I say this because it was something impossible for me to do something that I don't like or I'm not fully passionate about. So yes، راني نقول هاد الهضره دروك، يعني للناس اللي راهم عاده جايين يقراو في الجامعه ولا في الثانويه، ولا ما من الناس الكبار اللي راهم تالفين، راه تبان لهم this is this is an internal conflict that I've been having for so long. Saying the things I'm saying now, it makes me feel so good and it's such a relief. على خاطر على بالكم تحرروا رواحكم واحد القيود نتوما كنتوا دايرينهم رواحكم. انا بلا هذا الحلم بلا هذا الشغف ما نسوى والو، ولا انا كنكون نخدم كيما نولي ممله، نولي no, life is life and in this economy يعني اصلا كي يكون عندكم حلم ديجا راكم حاجه مليحه، بغض النظر على قدرتوا تحققوه ولا ما قدرتوش تحققوه، لكن تفكروا بلي لي ليميت احنا نديروهم لرواحنا. هذه هي anyways that's all. مانيش باغي نزيد نطول عليكم اكثر من هذا الشيء. الى عجبوكم هذا يعني هذا النوع من البودكاست فين نكونوا natural just talking almost without a script، قولوا لي let me know in the comment section. Share this video with the people you think they love this or they need this. And yeah, as always, don't forget you like. No, I'm not gonna say that if you like the video, you're gonna like it yourself. I'm not saying this. But anyways, thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for listening. Good night.